Hello guys, welcome back to this YouTube channel. We are so grateful to all our numerous subscribers who have taken us to 2,000 subscribers. You guys are the real deal. Thank you so much for supporting our work. We are grateful. For those that do not know me, my name is Jude and I'm a current Erasmus Mundus student studying public health and disaster in Europe. In our channel, we share information about scholarships and how to relocate abroad to study for free. So if you have not subscribed to our channel, use this opportunity to click on the subscribe button, then turn on the notification bell so that you get alerted whenever we drop a new video. At your own leisure time, take time to go through our channel and see some other content we have done in the past. On today's episode, we'll be talking about how to study for free in Iceland. So if you're interested in this type of content, I encourage you to sit back and watch this video till the end. Welcome back guys. So today we'll be talking about how to study in Iceland and some of the basic information you need to have before deciding whether you want to study in Iceland or not. Iceland is an amazing country. From the name, you know it's an island, and it is a very wonderful country and many people do not know about it, and there is a lot of opportunities for immigrants to move to Iceland and study. Iceland offers free tuition education both for their citizens and for immigrants. So if you move to Iceland, you are going to study for free in their universities without paying a dime. Okay, and this is a beautiful thing, and it's something I encourage you to take advantage of so that you get a world-class education. Now the application is currently open to apply for bachelor's degree program at the University of Iceland. It opened on December 12th, 2023. So I encourage you to get your materials ready to start application. In Iceland, they have so many English programs. They have their local language and they also have the English language. So you can comfortably live in Iceland because there are numerous immigrants and there are numerous locals who speak English language. And in the university, you have the opportunity to study a program, either master's degree program or bachelor's degree program in English language. There are no age limits if you want to apply for any admission in Iceland, both for bachelor's degree and for master's degree programs. And another beautiful thing there is that you can move with your family for master's study only. But if you apply for bachelor's degree program, you cannot move with your family. Now, you also have opportunity as a student to work for at least 25 hours in a week. And this gives you opportunity for you to go study and work and take care of minor expenses that you may need while you study. And also in Iceland, it's also easy for students to get student jobs because of how easy it is for people to communicate, because language of communication is very important. So because English is a popular language in Iceland, it makes it easy for students to get opportunity to work. If you have HND certificate or OND certificate, you cannot apply for master's admission because it will not be recognized. So if you have OND or HND certificate, I encourage you to apply for the bachelor's degree so that it gives you the opportunity to get admission. Okay, and also you should know that there are other minor scholarships that may be available within your department or within your faculty. It is faculty and departmental based. So when you apply for admission, there is possibility that you may be given some level of scholarship, which may include monthly stipends. So you know the documents you need to apply for admission. It is simple. You just need your transcript, you need your certificate, you need your recommendation letter, and then you just submit your application. Okay, so it's a simple admission process. Getting admission is not an issue. But there are certain things you also need to know is that they do not request that you have a GRE or a GMAT. Okay, so applying for both master's program or BSc program, you do not need a GRE or a GMAT, but you need an IELTS or a TOEFL, which are standardized English language tests. You need them to apply for admission. So if you do not have any of these standardized exams, I encourage you to go for it. In this channel, we are always emphasizing that if you have the opportunity to write any of these standardized exams, you should go for it, especially TOEFL or IELTS. It gives you the opportunity to apply to so many programs and give you the chance of getting so many scholarships. Okay, now after your admission, you're also encouraged to have a health insurance that has up to $16,000. Don't be scared. You don't need to have this $16,000. When you apply for a health insurance in Europe, You pay some monthly money in a month, and the health insurance will ensure that you have a health coverage that is more than 16,000 euros. Okay, so sometimes in Europe, when you pay for health insurance in a month, you may be paying around 50 euros in a month as your health insurance. Then in a year, you multiply it by 12, then you have the total amount. So you may be paying something like 500 euros for your health insurance, but that 500 euros is worth a health coverage of over 16,000 euros. Okay, so that is how it works. It does not mean that you must pay 16,000 euros. The health insurance coverage gives you over 16,000 euros in coverage for your health. However, you'll be paying on your monthly payment installment as maybe 50 euro or 45 euro every month to the health insurance company to keep your health insurance certificate active. Okay, now after you have gotten admission, you also need to know that the proof of fund is quite on the high side. However, this is the beautiful thing there. You need about 1,456 euros every month to prove as a fund when you're applying for your visa. However, you just need it for maximum of 6 months. Okay, so if you can prove this 1,456 euros for every month multiplied by 6, you will have enough documents to apply for your visa. If you want to come with your family, you need to prove about 1,900 euros every month as a family for you to have opportunity to apply for the visa. And this is just for 6 months, minimum of 6 months. So if you have opportunity of getting a proof of fund that is up to 12 months, then it makes your visa process easier. But the minimum they can accept is 6 months. Some other thing you need to understand there is that if you have a low CGPA from your bachelor's degree program, I encourage you to apply for bachelor's degree. However, you can give it a shot to apply for master's degree, but to increase your success rate, I encourage you to apply for bachelor's degree program. Also know that in Iceland, the bachelor's degree program is 3 years, giving you enough opportunity for you to sit down, study very well, and plan yourself, especially after graduation. Please, if you have not subscribed to our channel at this period, I encourage you to do well to subscribe now and turn on the notification bell so that you get notified whenever we drop content like this. Things you need to know as someone who wants to study in Iceland. As a student who is in Iceland, you have the opportunity to work for 25 hours. I've said that earlier. You also have the opportunity to get postgraduate work permit. That is, when you finish your education in Iceland, you have the opportunity to stay in Iceland for extra 3 years so that you can get either a visa sponsored job or you can start up another program. Okay, and you also need to know that Iceland has a high cost of living. However, it's also easy for you to get a job and you negotiate your wages. Okay, because they do not have a minimum wage, you can negotiate your wages with your employer, and then you'll be able to get by with the living expenses. Another thing you must know is that Iceland is very cold. Okay, it is very cold. In the last 10 years, Iceland has recorded about minus 24 degrees Celsius. So you can imagine how cold it can be during the winter season. So you should have that in mind. However, most of the European countries and most of the Western countries experience cold seasons during their winter period. Okay, but then in Iceland it can be extremely very cold and getting up to minus 30 degrees at certain times. Please, now you also know that they have their local language called the Iceland language. Then if you want to progress very well in that society, it is important you start learning the language probably during your studies or after your studies. You pay attention to learning the language little by little. However, your studies, you do not need the Iceland language for you to study in the universities. Iceland is a very small country with about 320,000 people. Okay, but they are highly educated. They are very fluent in English language and as well as their local Iceland language. So when you are ready to make further inquiries or apply for admission, these are the public universities in Iceland I encourage you to go for. So the University of Iceland, the University of Akureyri, Agricultural University of Iceland, these are the public universities and they are the ones I'm talking about. They offer free tuition studies in Iceland, both to foreigners and to residents. Okay, however, some other universities or colleges in Iceland, they collect tuition fees. So I wouldn't encourage you to go for these ones because they ask for tuition fee. Okay, So when you have gotten your unconditional admission letter from any of those public universities in Iceland, so these are the documents you need to apply for your visa and for your resident permit. These are for information purposes. When it is time to apply for these visas and this resident permit, I encourage you to always contact the authorities to give you the updated information. Remember that this information is just for you to have the basic knowledge about the program, about the country you are applying for. So you need your unconditional admission letter, you need your police clearance certificate, you need your travel health insurance. Like I said earlier, you know how to get your travel health insurance. It is quite cheap. Once you're able to pay the money and get that health insurance coverage, you can use it to apply for your visa. You need your international passport, of course. You need your passport photograph. And also note that Iceland has a high rate of success when it comes to visa application. As of 2022, about 1.9% of all the visas were rejected. That is a very low rejection rate. So many other countries have higher rejection visa rates. Okay, so you should look at the timeline. It takes about 15 days after application for your visa to be ready, and a maximum of 60 days. So guys, that's the basic information about studying in Iceland for free. So if you like this content, I encourage you to click on the like button. The reason why I decided to share this information is that many people may not have the opportunity to win a scholarship. Okay, so opportunities like this can be very helpful to a lot of people, which is the reason why I decided to bring this information to our page. So guys, I encourage you to share our videos to your loved ones, show them, and then see if they can consider the option of studying in Iceland, or they can use some of this information in our page to better their lives. Thank you so much for watching this content till the end. If you have not subscribed to our channel, use this opportunity to click on the subscribe button, then turn on the notification bell so that you get alerted whenever we drop a new content.